Recording, rolling the ball up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. And down to the wrists. And across the knuckles. And let's say pull in one hand and squeeze. And the other hand and squeeze. Back to the first, one more time on that side. And one more time on the other. And then let's go around the back. Switch, 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 and switch. All right, let's go through the legs. Hinging at the waist. Switch. Switch, switch. And ball on the floor. Assessing the ankles, the knees, the hips. Step on the ball. Press down 3 times. Up to the knuckles. Pressing on each going across. Roll across the knuckles. Bring the ball to the top of the heel, pivot on the toes, roll across the top of the heel. Press down just below the first knuckle. At the side of the top of the heel. And over in the middle of the 5th metatarsal. Roll down the bones. And scroll. Three, 2, 1, release, reassess, move to the other foot, pressing down. Knuckles. Roll across. Top of the heel. Three spots. Rolling. And scribbling. Three, 2, 1, release. Ball out of the way. And reassess. Let's do some wood chops through the middle 7 times and then side to side. Coming up and shaking the tree. Three, two, one, center. And twist it the waist, swinging the arms. Three, two, one, and center with some ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Gather in starlight. Other side, same thing. And the center with walking, marching, or jogging. So today we're going to do some standing core and leg exercises, the kicks and so on, the swings back and forth. No rapid squats. If you want to do those, I think I will. Or whatever else you might want to do to get your heart rate going, including, of course, doing exactly what you're doing. Play it safe. We've got 5 Tibetans in the after class. And I'm going to get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. That's 10. $20. And 30. 2 deep breaths. Interlacing the fingers or raising the hands up overhead. Reaching up if you can. Coming back down, bending back if you can do extensions. Otherwise, just keep reaching up. And come back to center. Bend to one side. And then the other. Back to center. Lower your hands to your chest, push out. Come on down, interlace the fingers behind the back, raise the hands up. A little higher. Come on down and shrug. Roll back. Roll forward. Extend the arms and rotate. Switch directions. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Bring one arm across the chest, push in at the elbow. Then the other. First arm behind the back, pressing down and in. And then the other. Rub both elbows, rock side to side. Leave the elbows up in a W, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And release, and squeeze. Release, squeeze. Release, extend one arm, pull back on the fingers. Fingers facing down, pull back. Flop the wrists, wiggle the fingers, make a fist. And then other hand, fingers up. And down. and flopped. And come on down and rotate the neck. Switch directions. Nod. Go read a shoulder. And let's go into a side lunge. Go the other way. Come on up and let's grab a stick because we're going to do the GymStick routine. And we'll get the hamstrings and quads and calves that way. But we're going to start with some dynamic swimmers. And then switch directions. And then bring it up overhead and flex side to side. And then behind the back, twist at the waist. You don't have to stick to just above the knees as you hinge at the waist. Bring the hands around front between the legs. Keep your head up and pull. Bring the stick around front to the middle, hands at or near the top, step back, hinge at the waist. Stretch the upper body. Bring the stick across to one side, hand on top or near the top of the stick. The other hand comes underneath the armpit, hinge at the waist, tug on that shoulder. Do the same thing the other way. Come on back to center. Stick is at the side of the foot. Top hand is pushing out as the bottom hand is pulling in, and you're hinging slightly at the waist. Go the other way, same thing. Bring the stick out in front of one foot, move it about 6 inches away, drop the top to the collarbone, Slide your hands down, lift the sole of the foot up. And if you want to increase the stretch, wiggle that foot laterally, back and forth. Come on down, do the same thing to the other foot and leg. And back up. Put the first foot, the sole of the foot against the stick and press to stretch the calf. And then the other foot. And come forward with one foot, bend the knee, back foot, you're on the ball of the foot. Come on down and stretch the hip flexors. Reverse position on the legs. Come on up, grab one foot by the shin, ankle, or toes. Stretch the quads. Then the other. Bring the first foot in front. Push that knee back, hinge at the waist. Stretch the glutes. Come on up, get the other foot. Last one. Come on back up. Stick in front, holding on with two hands, one hand or a finger or two. Up on your toes for 15 seconds. And then back on your heels for 15. And down. Now you can hold on to the stick if you want, or be next to a wall or in front of something. As we do things like swinging the legs in front. And we'll do 10 on each side. And then the other. And then we're going to go back, but keep your knee straight as you swing your leg backwards. And then we go laterally. Other leg. And then we're going to come across and tap and go back. Other foot. And now externally rotate the knee. Only go as high as feels safe. And then we're going to go knee to elbow, same side, but you can alternate like you're marching. And then we're going to go knees to the opposite elbow if you can. Otherwise, just do more of what we were just doing. And 10. And then finally, let's just do 5 of the original kick in front. See if you go a little bit higher than you were. 5 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take a couple of breaths to recoup. And then we're going to do the 4 quick ones in, and then 1 nice long deep breath and a slow release. We're going to do 4 rounds of that. So it's 4 rapid in, like. And we'll do 4 rounds. I'm going to move to the other camera. Ready? And rub those hands together, cultivating chi. forming a chi ball. And coming to center, 2 breaths. And we'll open our hearts. Pause, and on the exhale, send it out. Center, 2 breaths. And bring down chi from above. And gather it up from below. And
Thanks, Tom.
Hey, Mary, you're very welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Very nice.
Okay, Richard, take care. For those of you hanging around, 5 Tibetans is on the agenda. And a reminder that if you don't want to spin, you can just twist at the waist and swing the arms. Otherwise, let's do up to 11. When you're done, take 2 deep breaths. I'm going to move the camera to the floor. And when you're done with the spins and the breaths, I'll meet you there. Take your time. Hands are by the side with palms down or under the back to support the back, or underneath the skull to support the neck if you need support there. Soles of the feet are on the ground or legs are extended in the unmodified version. Either way, you lift the soles or the legs as you lift the head, neck, and shoulders, and come straight down. We'll do 11 of those. I will do 6 modified and 5 regular. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, And when you're done, take 2 deep breaths. We're going to come up on our knees. Hands are on the back of the thighs or on the glutes. You can lean back from your knees if you can't do back extensions, but if you can, come back and go forward. 1, 2, and 11. 2 breaths. Going to sit down. Hands are either behind the back in the modified version or by the side. Get the fingers facing forward or reverse that I'm doing lately. Feet are on the floor in modified version, legs are extended and unmodified. Either way, we're coming up into an inverted table. 1, 2. Once again, when you're done, take 2 deep breaths. And then finally, we get on all fours and do a cobra in a modified version. Unmodified, you're starting down dog, coming to an up dog. I'll do 6 modified, 5 regular. There's 1. And when you're done, come around, cross your legs, however feels right this morning. Take a couple of breaths. We're going to rotate at the waist, either sitting up or bending down 6 times in one direction, 5 in the other. And when you're done with that, reverse the position of the legs. What was on top goes on the bottom. What was in front goes behind. We'll do 5 in the original, 6 in reverse. Also in the last round, stretch out and do 2 rounds of 4-4-4 box breathing in front, on the left knee and over the right knee. Here we go. And I'm stretching out. I'm going to do count of 4 in, 4 hold, 4 exhale, 4 hold. Do that twice and then move to the left knee. Do the same thing. Here we go. Go to left. Going right. I had a cramp there. And something on. Yeah.
Thank you, Tom.
Hey, Suzanne, you're very welcome. Have a good one. And
You too.
enjoy this beautiful day.
Absolutely.
Thanks, T.
Naeem, take care.
No, nobody showed up yet. So that worked out.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy. Ava, so long.
Thank you.
Thank you. Give my best to y'all.
I will. Thanks a lot, love.